Tommy Nichols. You're watching Blue Collar Voice, and boy oh boy, here we are. Episode 1 of the Rosa County ICONS series, FLORIDATOWN. Really excited about doing this. Been wanting to do it for a long time, and here we are. Before we get into these things that we're going to talk about, I've got to tell you about a great local event that's coming up March 20th. It's the Coon Hill Day 5K Run/Walk. It is located at Coon Hill, Mineral Springs Road, J, Florida 32565. It's a packed dirt with some small areas of gravel and minimal sand type course. You know, the red dirt road course, the classic southern dirt road. It's an out and back course from Coon Hill to Mineral Springs and back. And if you want to take place in it, you need to register over at https://dobson-duo.weebly.com/about-coon-hill-day-5k.html. It's organized by Dobson Road Races, and guys, he is a great local man that loves our home and the history. And if you are looking for something to do, or to get your kids going, this is it right here. Get them out, get them active, and learn some great local history, guys. Now, with that said, I gotta say thank you for everybody and all your support. It has absolutely blown me away, guys. I never once believed that we would get to the point we're at. And like I said, I am absolutely thankful. And just know that this is going to keep rolling. We just got some hats in, as you can see, and I really love them. We got another America BA the Facts that's going to be dropping later on this week. Our small business in Santa Rosa County, we got 2 of those getting ready to pop. And we got another one, the Santa Rosa County ICONS. Historic Baghdad will be the next one coming up. Got a lot going on, and I'm really, really excited, guys. Like I said, I cannot say thank you enough. Before we get going as well, we got to give credit to UW Santa Rosa County Libraries, M. Luther King, and Edward Nugent for doing such great work about FLORIDATOWN, and made my job very much easy, and I'm very grateful and thankful. Now, enough talk. Let's get into it. Santa Rosa County ICONS, Episode 1, FLORIDATOWN. First off, what is FLORIDATOWN? FLORIDATOWN is an unincorporated community and census-designated place located in Santa Rosa County, Florida. It is now considered to be a neighborhood within Pace. Its population was 244 in the 2010 census, but it will surely jump in the latest one due to the great amount of growth we have seen in our area. It is bordered by Escambia Bay to the south, Highway 90 to the north, Air Products to the east, and Barnett Mill Creek to the west. Now that you know that, let's get you some knowledge. Number 1, just when FLORIDATOWN began is a bit murky. Some of the earlier maps located at its present location, but name it simply Florida. That, of course, was the name given to the whole territory when named by Juan Ponce de Leon in 1513 in honor of the season Pascua, Florida. Just when it assumed the combination is doubtfully vague. So, they don't know exactly when it became what is now known as FLORIDATOWN. Number 2, FLORIDATOWN was and is located at the confluence of the delta of the Escambia River and Escambia Bay, and was the stopover and or resting place of various expeditions of many different kinds or another, as they would find themselves traveling across what we know today as our wonderful home, Santa Rosa County, whether the direction of travel was east-west or north-south. So when you come into Florida, heading north, south, east, or west, you were stopping by at beautiful FLORIDATOWN. Number 3, this is one I really like. Davey Crockett himself was a member of the troops commanded by Major Uriah Blue that was sent here by Andrew Jackson, and would write in his autobiography that he went bar hunting up the Scambie. Bar hunting up the Scambie. Bar, which of course is bear, up the Scambie, which of course is the Scambia River. Man, what a great loss, the way they used to talk. Wish it was still around. Number 4, John Hunt of modern Huntsville, Alabama, was in one of Andrew Jackson's expeditions also, and was also one of the largest single landowners of this county. That is something I did not know. John Hunt of modern Huntsville was one of the largest single landowners in the county. That's some pretty cool stuff right there, guys. And when I say this little area played a big role in not just Florida history, not just Southern history, but American history, it surely did. Especially when you had the likes of Andrew Jackson, Davey Crockett, and men like Mr. Hunt and Uriah Blue here. We have a treasure chest in our own backyard, and most have no clue about it. It truly is sad. But that's why we do these. So maybe, just maybe, some folks will learn something and want to learn about your local history and where you come from. Anyway, moving on. Number 5, Floridatown was the county seat of Santa Rosa County, and it was only changed when yellow fever, decimated the population in 1842. See, that right there is something I'm sure many that aren't from here do not know. Because most people, I assume, of course, it was Milton. But in fact, it was Floridatown, was the county seat. Number 6, Floridatown was where the first elections in Santa Rosa County also would take place. Number 7, the first sheriff of Santa Rosa County, which was a territory at the time, Jesse Carter Allen, served and lived at Floridatown until the county seat was moved to the site of Milton because of the yellow fever outbreak. W. Harrison, his successor, would in fact often use the facilities at Floridatown. Today, folks, they overlook Floridatown. But that place down there is a gold mine of history. There's so much that happened there. If you'll dig just a little bit, it'll blow your mind, guys. It played a huge role in the beginning of this county. Number 8, H. Burgess Pace, one of 4 children of James G. Pace and Caroline Ashley Pace, did much to develop the new Floridatown. And of course, Burgess Pace was one of the children of James G. Pace, where the name Pace comes from. Number 9, it was the early site of trading between the white man and the Native Americans. Prior to 1818, while Pensacola was still occupied by the Spanish, the Chumuckla Indians did trading in the Floridatown area. And guys, anyone that knows that my dad founded the Santa Rosa County Creek Indian Tribe, and all of our powwows was held, in fact, at Floridatown Park. I can't tell you how many times we would walk up and down that beach, him telling us the stories of Andrew Jackson, the Indians, and all the history there. And many times, walking up and down that very beach, you would look down and you would find pottery, arrowheads. Like I said, guys, I can't say it enough. That place is a gold mine of history. Number 10, The Jackson campaign in 1818 would give birth to the legend that Jackson himself camped with his troops and slept under a large oak, which a lot would call Jackson's Oak. In fact, when I was younger, I would hear people talk of Jackson's Oak. But it is believed, though, that Jackson himself was, in fact, camped near Cantonment, though. Maybe so. But me personally, you know where I'm going. I like to believe he camped under that very oak. Number 11. In the 1820s, it would become known as Fun Area. Fun Area. And business and growth, of course, would soon follow. And why wouldn't you? Wouldn't you want to go to a place called Fun Area? Absolutely. Now, why I got that name, I'm not sure. Couldn't find it, but hey, that sounds like a place I want to go to, right? Of course, with a name like Fun Area, people's going to be there, so of course you're going to bring your businesses in and move there. Moving on, number 12. In 1840, a ferry terminal would be established and for years would become the connection between Santa Rosa County and Escambia County. If you've lived here for any amount of time, you've heard of the ferries that would cross right there. That's when Floridatown was so popular. It was the launching off point right there, connecting point. Number 13, James Pace's sawmill ran a railroad for logging that ran from Floridatown all the way to Jay. See, this is something I didn't know until I started doing research for this. And that's pretty cool right there. Where exactly the railroad was, I'm not certain, but that's something that I would very much be interested in finding. It's pretty cool right there. And that's another reason I love doing this. A lot of times I'm learning some new stuff just as hopefully you're learning some new stuff. And last, but certainly not least, number 14. In 1925, Floridatown would be the site for the famous Andrew Jackson Hotel and would operate for 4 decades before it was torn down in 1966. The hotel was known for its famous weekend dinners and parties that would draw massive numbers from Pensacola and NAS officers that would flock to the famous Blue Room for an absolute grand time. Guys, there's so many awesome pictures of the Andrew Jackson Hotel. I wish that I would have been able to see it myself. A lot of people went there and had a blast. And if you can find some of the older folks, listen to some of the stories that either they've lived or passed down. It was a heck of a place, guys. When I tell you there is a lot of history in that little area down there, there is a lot of history in that area. And it spans a lot of time. All the way from Andrew Jackson, the Indians, Major Uriah Blue, Davey Crockett himself, ferry pass, the ferry right through there to the Andrew Jackson Hotel. There's a lot of stuff that happened there, guys. From the Spanish, there's a lot of stuff there. All you have to do is simply look around. Dig a little bit. It's pretty sad we know more about what's going on in other parts of the country than you know what's going on in your own backyard. Teach your children of their home and where they come from, guys. Make sure they know of the history of where they lay their head at night. Don't let this stuff die off, guys. Please don't. Anyway, I am Tommy Nichols. This is episode 1 of my new series, Santa Rosa County Icons, that will feature a prominent person, place, or event that shaped the place we all call home. Once again, credits have to be given to the Pace Library, Santa Rosa County Libraries, UWF, M. Luther King, and Edward Nugent for doing some amazing work. This is the Blue Collar Voice. And remember, folks, we woke up in the greatest nation this world has ever known this morning. But it's up to each and every one of us to keep her that way. Eyes front, shields up. Toodles.